Vlog Day 106.
Morning. I'll have to find a spot to write because I haven't written in a long time, and I want to. I've got 2 books on the back burners, and I want to put them to the front. At least I want to put one of them to the front. The tricky thing is, it's Sunday, so everything around here is closed. 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 This place seems ideal, and yet they are never open. It's closed, but to be honest, I wouldn't want to write in here anyways. French for closed is fermé. It's your French lesson for the day. That's like the one bakery that's open on Sunday, which is why there's a line out the door. Thankfully, the trash bags are never fermé. These guys are open, but they've got nowhere to plug in. Options are slimming down. The shame. Well, that was productive. It was slow going. I'm in this really difficult part of the book that I'm writing. The middle just doesn't move as much as the beginning and the end, and I think that's always the case with books, but really struggling with it. So I got a chapter done today. A roundabout is probably not the safest place to be vlogging. The flowers were really hard to say no to. I guess I should try to figure out my exit. I need to go that way, so always look to the left, because that's where the cars are coming from. Yeah. That was fast. Whoa, hold on. Gotta lock the door before I get on here. What in the... I gotta go for a run. When I was talking about 2016 being a long year, it's been kind of a colossal string of, well, what feel like failures. Basically, is this a club sandwich? Looks like somebody chucked a club sandwich out the window. That is random. I don't know how many of you actually have ever read any of my books. Maybe none of you even knew that I wrote books. I know a couple of you do know that. That's where the year started, was Into the Nanton, which is where all the artwork on the walls in here came from. Finished the 2nd season, we tried to kickstart a 3rd season, and while we did better in the Kickstarter than the year before, it wasn't enough to pay for everything. And that kind of set the tone for the rest of the year. Actually, to be fair, even before Into the Nanton ended up coming to an abrupt close, I lost my job at the end of November of last year, at about the same time that the relationship that I was in at that time took a very dramatic turn for the worst. Very dramatic, very unforeseen, and actually a really good story. It just doesn't necessarily feel appropriate to tell. Let's go running. So November, lose my job, lose the relationship with a girl that I really liked. Fast forward a few months into the Nanton, and not able to find any more work in what I was doing, and then just kind of like sitting around being like, well. I spent the first half of the year working on a book really hard that I ended up having to do revisions on that would end up not getting purchased. And I mean, you know, just that general sense of like, what am I doing? And so that finds me on an island and then in Paris trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing. My running path is full of restaurants all of a sudden. I realized I probably should have been giving you guys like a little bit of a tour while I ran. So that's the Grand Palais back there. The Petit Palais is right across from me. You can't see it though. With that giant glass structure. So that is. Musée d'Orsay. It wouldn't be Paris if it didn't randomly start raining. Should be obvious.
slippery. I mean, I really should get out of the rain. But look at this! I love this city! Académie Française. It's a big dome. Really nice. Hi! She tried to wave, but her poncho got in the way. Allez, les pistes! Don't trust something! Hey! Hotel de Ville? Someone had a crazy party. Oh, I don't have to jump too high. Bastille! I think, hold on. I didn't pause it. I am almost at 5 miles in. So I'm at 4.9 miles in. I think I can probably make a loop around Bastille and then head back. I haven't run 10 miles in a long time. So, wish me luck. Loop. Gotta take advantage of these ridiculous stoplights. Ah, little accidents everywhere waiting to happen. My nipple thoroughly disagreed with the idea of running 10 miles, so we came up with a compromise. I feel like if I'm in good enough shape to run this far, I'm in good enough shape to run with my shirt off and only cause temporary blindness. Je vlog chaque journée, donc.
Allez, bloquez le van.
Okay, these guys gave me water, which is good because I've already run.
Okay.
I think like 15 kilometers or something. Merci les mecs, les gars. Ah, whoa! Merci beaucoup, huh? There you go. I have no idea who those guys are, but they may have just saved my life. Whole new meaning to the term biker gang. Miles in. Boy, do I feel it. Will I make it? I don't know. Something sparkling is happening. What's going on? 9.3 miles, and I almost made it all the way up the hill. Got to the stairs, and decided that I deserved a little bit of a walk. That is close enough. I'm pretty sure that I ran just shy of 10 miles according to the app, but I'm gonna count it as 10 miles for all of like the double running that I did and got no credit for. I haven't run a 10-mile race since I was in Chicago. The app says I lost 80 ounces of water on that run. Considering the ringing in my ears, I believe it. So as this year is kind of carried on in that tradition of being just rough, it's definitely been affecting me the last few days. I've been thinking about it, like it's just kind of everything feels like all the work that I put in over the last few years, and basically every project that I've picked up has just, and I feel like I have two options in front of me. One is that I can really just kind of quit. Sometimes it sounds really nice. And the other is that I can keep working, because I feel like I'm not in like the writing especially, but like writing books and making video and just living the life that I've kind of poured myself into is not something that I'm going to ditch when the going gets tough. I think I need to kind of hone in and focus on a couple of things for a while. A year of effectively being unemployed has definitely taken it out of me in some ways. But in others, like I feel way happier and way, I don't know, way more sure of what it is that I want. Even in the midst of trying to figure out, okay, well, how do I take the next steps? Because that, I'm not entirely sure about. All that to say, 2016 has been really rough, but I'm gonna knuckle down because I really do believe that, I mean, I hate the cliche that the night is always darkest before the dawn, because it gets lighter as the dawn approaches, but I do feel like this is not the time to quit on any of the dreams that I have. We can talk more about that later. I just kind of wanted to share that, yeah, I've been down the last couple days, but I'm feeling much better, and I'm looking forward to whatever comes next. I think. If it's more slaps in the face, I'm not really looking forward to that, but I'm hoping that it leads to something non-slappy. See you tomorrow.